we are heading, I don't know, I guess northeast on Natchez Trace Parkway, and this is what most of it looks like. It's shaded a lot. You see, just went by a sign. There's a lot of historic sites to look at, falls and houses and all kinds of stuff. They keep the grass cut all the time. We've seen turkeys and deer. Lots of neat stuff on here. So it's just a nice cruise, 50 mile an hour, and this thing, I guess, goes all the way from like Nashville to New Orleans, and that's where Andrew Jackson marched along here. So really neat trip if you're ever in the area. It's kind of, I guess, I'd like the Blue Ridge Parkway, but not the mountains. So, but a neat place though. You need to check that out. We'll turn it on later. Right next to Fort Campbell, Kentucky. The 101st Assault, and which means we are just about in Kentucky. So this would be our fourth state. And we're just motoring on through here on our way to Illinois. I thought we was coming up on that state line a little quicker, but yeah, Fort Campbell. I know I was up this way before. My brother had lived up here years ago and was right outside of Fort Campbell somewhere. And in Paducah and all over this side of Kentucky. And he was right outside of Fort Knox that I'd gone up there a couple times, but I took down a great big tree for him. But anyway, I thought it was a little closer to state line. I'll turn it back on first in a second. Okay, here's state number 4, Kentucky. And we're still right outside of Fort Campbell, which is a huge place. But I don't think we're in Kentucky very long. We're just cutting through the state. It ain't very wide right here. So as we get along there, we'll turn it back on later. I just wanted to document that. So for Cody, he never been in this state before. He's back here somewhere being quiet. Okay, we'll talk to you later. All right, we are somewhere in Kentucky. I don't know where. We are at a state park. It's a camper there. It's a campground, a state park. I don't remember the name. A state forest maybe. But oh boy, we got in some 2-lane roads. I mean, some little bitty roads that the truck barely fit down. So we just stopped to have lunch somewhere, and Cody's happy to get out of that truck. He's just walking around out here. But Gail's inside making us some sandwiches, and we're going to take about a half hour and eat real quick, and we're supposed to be at that Harvest Host. I didn't give him a time. I said late afternoon. We still got a little ways to go. See, it's almost 2:30. We've got probably an hour and a half to go. Something like that, maybe more than that, 2.5 hours. Almost 5 o'clock we'll get there. So, that's about it. But it's been, I mean, back roads, the tiny little back roads. So, but it's a really nice park here. I have no idea what it is, what the name of it is. It's some kind of state forest, but Gail coming down with lunch. So, all right, I just wanted to touch in, and trip's going okay. We went through Fort Campbell or all that, lot of stuff, but it's been a while. But now little bitty towns and all back roads. So we'll get there later. We're just gonna eat some lunch. See ya. Been a long day on these back roads. It's sure taking us a lot longer than I thought it was going to. This camera's shaking. Right in front of us up here is going to be our 5th state. We're getting into Illinois, my home state, matter of fact. I was born in a small town south of Chicago, but here's the bridge, and I believe this is going over the Mississippi River. Yo. Big house down there. I don't know what that is, but all the grain silos and what we got here. Welcome to Illinois, land of Lincoln. Cody's 5th state. Where's he at? He's back there sleeping somewhere. Darn dog always sleeps. All right, that's it for now, I guess. The commotion's over. So we're steady motoring, and GPS showing us we'll be there in about an hour or so. A lot later than I thought, but oh well. Nice ride. All back roads. We'll see ya. Wow, what a long day. We left Tennessee at like 10:30 this morning, and the GPS, I'm thinking, I mean, I knew there was a lot of back roads through here. There was really not many interstates along the way, but there might have been some, I don't know. But we got here 5:30, 5:45. That was like 7.5 hours, 7 hours. It was insane. The smallest little 2-lane back roads you could ever imagine. It's something to the point of, you hold your breath if you got to pass somebody. Some of them, and then, it shows that, yeah, 4 hours, 5 hours, okay. But that's if calculates if you're doing the speed limit all the time. Well, a lot of times in back roads were 55, and I could have run 40 maybe, the hills and the turns, and so it put us way behind. But right now, and I'll take you around in the morning, we are at a place called Pickin' and Grinnin' Antiques. It's like a restaurant, kinda. They got all kinds of old stuff in it. We got some ice cream. And we're in West Frankfort, Illinois. The sun is it's set already. It was pretty cool. It was about 80, but it's supposed to be 52 here tonight. And I tell you what, since that sunset, it's cooled off quite a bit. It's gonna be nice sleeping. We got, you can see up there, we got the windows open in the camper. We ain't gonna need no air conditioning. Gail's getting some dinner ready, and we're just gonna take it easy. I'm telling you, that was a long drive. It was nice to have that stop to at that park, which in the name of that park was Pennyrile Park in western Kentucky somewhere, I don't know. But I mean, it was on some back roads on Highway 109. awesome park, a campground in there. Some of them sites were, some of the trailers, there were some RVs in there that one of them, the guy with the tongue was on the ground. The back of the camper was up about 4.5 feet, and there was some the opposite direction. But we just pulled in a spot and it was flat, and just to have lunch. But so we're going to take it easy tonight. Hopefully get out of here by 9:30 in the morning. And I looked in the GPS on there, and it was checked no highways. So maybe we could have got here quicker. I know some of it we could have, but tomorrow now is mostly all up Highway 57, Interstate 57, and it's a lot of interstate. So it might be a little bit more. I love the back roads, the little bitty towns, but it's kind of white knuckly at the time. Now tomorrow I'll be able to sit back and kind of hit the cruise control and just ride. So, but it's another 5-hour, 6-hour day and 230 miles or something up to, I don't remember where it's at. It's some nature wildlife preserve or something. It's another Harvest Host though. So it's, like I say, getting dark now, and in the morning I'm going to try and fly the drone maybe before they open. They open at 10, and show you kind of what this place looks like a little bit, if I can get it up without crashing into something. So I'll try that. If not, I'm for sure going to take this around and look at some of the stuff they've got out there. So I'll see you in the morning. I'm going to get something to eat, and I'm going to rest and just take it easy tonight. We'll see you tomorrow. Good Saturday morning, and we are in West Frankfort, Illinois. Our place last night was Harvest Host. I don't want to get in the sun there. His truck's sitting right here next to this little lake. All this guy owns all this. He has a little shop up here, a restaurant, and antique kind of stuff, all kinds of neat stuff up there. A little bit of restaurant stuff, but we got ice cream from him last night. He was closing, and we got here about I don't know, 5:30, 5:45, something like that. But nice place, big open lot. He said park anywhere, so we just found a place that worked, and here we are. So we're getting ready to leave pretty soon. The store itself, I didn't take pictures inside, but I got drone footage of the outside with a bunch of stuff, but I had to hold my lip out. This morning the drone, I mean, like I say, it's a relic. I went to put it away, and the top and the bottom of the controller fell apart. Well, I thought it was just screws came loose. Well, it turns out where the screws were, they screw into plastic, and the plastic just crumbled. Well, when it did that, there's a little ribbon connector tape in there, and it come apart from what holds it in. So it's usually you stick it in and lock it over. So I went to try and do it. As soon as I touched that little lock thing, it just broke off. So now it's probably DOA and RIP and all the other 3-letter stuff. With the controller, I think it mainly was for the monitor and stuff, but you know, if you don't know what it's doing or where it's at or the height or nothing, it ain't doing no good. So it's most likely dead weight for the rest of the trip. I've been looking at getting new ones, but man, they're high, and now with the band coming up, it seems like they're just impossible to get. So I don't know what I'm going to do. It'd be nice to have one. I don't know. Looking at the Mini 4 Pros and Mini 5s, you can't get the 5s at all. They're not even in this country. I'd have to order it. But the problem is, where do I have it shipped to while we're on the road? So I can get a 4 places they can have it shipped. But everybody keeps saying if you're going to buy one, get the 5 but I don't know what I'm going to do with that. So anyway, that's my story. We're getting ready to leave a little bit. We're going north to a wildlife preserve or something tonight at another Harvest Host, and I think it's like a 5-hour drive, because that's what they said yesterday, and it turned out to be 7. So, but this is mostly interstate today, and not a lot to see, but at least we'll get there sooner. So I'll turn it on later, and or something comes up, we'll turn it on and let you know what goes on. Until then, we'll see you later. Good Sunday morning. I don't know what's today, the 28th of September. Last night we stayed at a Harvest Host, and I was going to film this morning and show you some, but I kind of messed up last night. Well, not kind of, I really did. It was a wilderness park that was really neat looking, and by looking at it, it looked like you were staying in the park, and that's why, you know, one of the reasons why I picked it, it was really neat. And then when we pulled in, well, going there, the GPS quit, I don't know, a block before the park, and I'm thinking, well, that's strange, because I didn't see a sign for it. And we went a little bit more, and there was all the signs for the park to go in, and pulled up to the guard gate, I guess you could say. It was where you paid to get in, and I told them I'm from Harvest Host, and the girl said, oh, well, that's across the street. Okay, so we turned around and went back across the street, and straight across was a dirt lot that gravel and nothing else. I mean, beaten down sun, no shade, no nothing. It was with that park, a wilderness park, but it was for bike trails and for frisbee golf, disc golf. And I thought, well, okay, that was part of it. And there was people there, and they kind of looked at us funny when we set up. But, well, come to find out, last night I kept thinking something's not right. So, what I messed up on was not reading the entire listing on Harvest Host. Well, they had pictures of the park and stuff. There were like 72 of them. Well, I didn't go through them all. Well, in them pictures was where you were supposed to park, and that's where, when the GPS quit a block before, that's where it was supposed to be. Well, this was at about, I don't know, 9:30 or so last night that I really figured it out. And I'm thinking, well, I ain't gonna move now. Nobody said nothing and whatever. So we stayed there, and it was quiet. I wasn't sure we wasn't gonna get a knock, but oh well. But it did. It worked out okay. And next time, now I know better to read everything and make sure. So other than that, it wasn't their fault. But the girls, you know, when we pulled in with Harvest Host, she did say it was across the street, but she didn't say it was, you know, do I know where it's at? Obviously, she should have known that I didn't read it or wasn't sure or something. But anyway, we left, and now we're heading north on I-74. We're not far. I don't know. I think we'll be there at 1 o'clock in Dyersville, Iowa. Now, just not long back, a few miles back, was a sign all of a sudden said, "Welcome to Iowa." Well, my GPS always says, you know, for the state line coming up, and so I didn't get the camera on. So, but we stopped at a rest area here and let my little buddy back there go run around the park here for a little bit. It's a nice rest area, tables all over, and really nice. So we parked at the end, and Gail went to the building, and I went to the building, and so now we're just, I mean, there ain't much today as far as driving time. It'd be an easy day, so we're going to get where we're going, maybe go check out something while we're there, and we're spending the night in Dyersville, Iowa at a winery. So I already checked out where to park there, so I'll turn this on later and when we get there and see what's going on, and we'll see you then. Good, what day is it? Monday morning. I think it's like the 29th. We are just in the back hills of the, not hills too much, but in kind of the farming kind of stuff, and just riding along and taking it easy. Oh, Cody was hanging out the window, but we're just looking around, and lo and behold, we come upon this place here. Let me turn around for a second. Hang on. I want to get a good picture of it. There's somebody in the way right now. There we go. Here we go. We are at the absolute western part of our destination we planned on, the Field of Dreams. This is Gail's one of her bucket lists. Yep. And we're going to spend some time here and see what it looks like, and get some pictures and videos, and go from there. So we'll see you later.
Wow. Is this heaven?
No, it's Iowa. Wow, look at this field. Gail's having to take her shoes off and walk in this nice soft grass.
This being at home. Yeah, look at this.
This is like, I don't know if it's Bermuda out here or not, but she said it's like up north grass. It ain't like the real tough stuff we got at home.
You can actually walk in it.
Yep, you can actually walk in it. This is too cool out here. And here's the corn. Look at this sign over here. This isn't just any field, it's the field. Please don't trample, tear, or take out the corn. Ghosts are watching. Cody over there.
Oh, neat. What the heck? I do a Joe Morgan. Okay.
Ready, better.
Ready? Oh! Do it again. I'm a little out of practice. Okay, this is Tony Perez coming up. Oh! Okay, Pete. I saved the best for last. Throw it easy underhand. Foul tip. Cody. Okay, one more. Maybe Geronimo. George Foster. Here we go. Oh! That was way outside.
Hey Gail, you want to have a catch?
Okay, let's do it. Up. Cody, here comes Cody. Cody. Oh. Here you go, buddy.
This is the house of Field of Dreams. I'm shooting into the sun a little bit. We're here early in the morning.
Go green, man. You ever been to a Michigan State football game? Yeah, pretty fun.
If you build it, we did come. This is awesome. Now, let me see up here. We'll sneak in between here. If you can, we'll zoom in. There's the power box to turn the lights on. Neat deal. We're gonna walk around a little bit more, and we got some shots, and there's gift shops and stuff like that here, so we're gonna check it out. But what a neat place. I want to get some of the field too, so we'll turn it on again. I'm at the top of the bleacher where that little girl fell off, if you remember in the movie, and Kevin Costner etched that or scratched that in there. He carved it in there. Ray loves Annie. This is right where the little girl fell off. And then Doc came over on the side, and that's when he went back to being mortal, and kind of mortal. He was already dead, but he ended up having to go back because he can't play no more. This is cool. When we were here yesterday, Gail said there was a guy dressed up like this walking around. But here's showing the layout of the grounds. And they have a sign in, guest registration. And then this tells about the house. I'm not sure if you can even read it. Maybe you can stop this and read each one. I'm not going to go through it. They have approximately 65,000 visitors per season. Some have come a far ways from Australia and Japan. Filming took 15 weeks in 1988. The porch spring in the movie was rented from a family in Dubuque and returned. The Lansing family does not receive royalties or residuals from the movie. The people who have it now. It's cool. This game is part of our past. It reminds me of all the good that can be good again. People will come, Ray. People will definitely come. We did, all the way from Florida. If you build it, they will come. Pretty neat. One other thing here. There's a big plaque here showing, I guess the lady that got it, and she redid it all. So, pretty neat stuff. Well, that's about it for here. We've been here, I don't know, about 3 hours. Gail and Cody over there waiting. And it's about time to go, and this is our furthest most northwest point, and now we're kind of taking an east, well, a little bit south and then east, and going for new adventures. So we'll see you later.